Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and in this video we are going to be learning about Newquay Airport in Cornwall. Now, Newquay Airport has a runway of 9,003 feet long and 148 feet wide. Newquay Airport carries around 450,000 passengers a year, and plus it's only a small little airport. Newquay Airport normally takes ATRs, A320s and 737s. Some of the airlines that land at Newquay are EasyJet, Silly, Ryanair, Eastern Airways and Logan Air. Now, as a plane spotter, I go plane spotting there quite often because I live low-key around it. I know a few good plane spotting places. You have where the red circle is. That there is a little lay-by where emergency vehicles can enter and exit in case of an emergency. You're not allowed to park your cars there, but you can stand there, and planes can really low directly over your head. You can see where that yellow circle is in the top left, just by the red circle. There is where you can park your cars, but if you don't want to walk on the main road, you can just park your car there and stay with your car. Now, if you look to the right by St Morgan, you can see a blue circle. That there is where you go in for arrivals. You enter in there, you've also got a lovely cafe overviewing the car park and stuff and the check-in desks. But if you exit the arrivals and then turn left, if you go straight on, you'll see a gate, and you have planes parked right in front of you, and they turn around on that spot if they're ATRs. So that is a really great spot, but there is a fence. And there is a dark blue line at the very, very bottom. That there is Spitfire Corner. So it depends which runway is in use. So, if runway 30 is in use, you can use Spitfire Corner. Now, if you look to the very little bit to the right of that dark blue circle, you can see a black circle. There's a little lay-by there's a little, tiny little road you can go down, and it brings you up to a gate. That's where the air ambulance is based. If you want a good view of the air ambulance taking off, you can watch through there. Now, if you look at the screenshot, we have the Aero Hub, Spaceport Cornwall, and RAF St Morgan. RAF St Morgan holds C-17s, RAF planes, Red Arrows, all those kind of stuff. They use them for air shows, like down in Falmouth, and Plymouth air shows sometimes. They also take in Merlins from time to time for training. The spaceport in Cornwall is where they launched the Spaceport 747 run by Virgin Atlantic. This is a good picture of the Virgin Orbit 747, which was used to carry the missile into space, but unfortunately it failed and had an unexpected landing into the ocean, but the plane made it back safely. Newquay Airport sometimes holds, it had a A321 part there with no engines, ready to be leased. It sometimes holds A319 by British Airways. It sometimes takes Jet 2 A321s that are for training there. The most common plane that does training there is the A400M Atlas by Airbus and the C-17 Globemaster. Newquay Airport was originally a civilian airfield opened up in 1933. During World War II, it was rechristened by the military and became RAF St Morgan. The history. In 1933, the airfield opened as a civilian facility. 1934, Provisional Airways began commercial passenger service from Cornwall to Triblou's Big Field. 1939, Western Airways opened a route from Swansea to Penzance via Newquay. 1941, Triblou's became a satellite landing ground at RAF St Eville. 1943, the airfield was renamed to RAF St Morgan. 1947, the airfield was then put under maintenance. In 1951, the airfield reopened as a coastal command base and a commercial airport again. The airfield was used to support squadrons involved in anti-shipping and U-boat patrols. The USAAF took over the airfield and made several improvements, including building a new control tower and extending the runway. civil and military use. Before 2008, the airport operated as a dual civilian and military airport, with the civilian side known as Newquay Civil Airport. The current status of Newquay Airport. The airport is now owned by Cornwall Council. It hosts the Aero Hub Enterprise Zone and is a contender to become the UK's first spaceport. Newquay Airport also had Air Force One land there 11th of June 2021 because they held a G7 summit meeting. Newquay Airport also took in Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau arrived at Cornwall Airport, Newquay. They also took in the European Council President Charles Michel and the Japanese Prime Minister. Also, Boris Johnson, who did arrive in the Air Force One.